I'd like to welcome everybody to the Devin Smith PS4 Sports League Network, live on YouTube, PS4 live stream, Joe Price Facebook. Today we're doing a two-game doubleheader of the Philadelphia Sixers. Our first matchup will be Sixers with a season record of 29-9, taking on Phoenix Suns, who got a season record of 19-19. Then after that, got another classic. The Dallas Mavericks taking on Philadelphia Sixers, who have a season record of, it will be 29 or it'll be 30, okay? So, we don't have that record yet of the Mavericks and Sixers game. So let's move up to the Phoenix Suns. And then if we get time, we will do some NBA standings today. Now, the Sixers were coming up to game 39 and game 40 with these two doubleheader games tonight. All right. Game 39 coming up will be Philadelphia Sixers at Phoenix Suns.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Suns win the opening tip. They'll have it first as we get going in the desert. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. Simmons with it. Down two. A pass stolen by Phoenix.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Rubio to Booker. For three, too easy. Defense has to communicate.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Nothing going here on that drive. Horford to Simmons. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Booker to Mikal Bridges. And he hits.
2 points. The assist from
Here's Simmons with it up top. Down 5. Josh Richardson. And they called the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
Knocks down the first.
Another foul shot coming up. Josh Richardson got to come through for this game.
Knocks down the second free throw. Perfect from the line. Hits all three of them. Phoenix has the ball. Rubio. Gets it in the right corner. To Rubio. Probing the defense. Trying to cash in. That's no good.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win the defensive battle.
Here's Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. The screen sets him up for two.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Simmons with it. They trail by 2. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's Suns ball. Booker to Mikal Bridges. Here comes the screen. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Here's the truth. As long as you're using your legs and your body to stay in front of the offensive player, you won't get called for those. You keep reaching, though, it's going to be a long night.
And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Into the front court comes Simmons. Down just a couple. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Booker. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Booker. Al Horford able to recover with the block. And they retain the possession. Simmons into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Horford cleans it up. To Mikal Bridges from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Richardson. He engulfed him that time. To Rubio. Al Horford sends it away. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Substitution being made in this one. Simmons to Horford. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Oubre. Can't miss those. Won't go down.
Oh, yeah, me and you. I got ball. Close out.
From the outside, no good. To Richardson. Lets it fly from beyond the arc.
That's his first personal foul.
Josh Richardson is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. Misses the first. Second and 3 is good.
Philadelphia. Subbing in.
Crawford to Booker. has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
Whew, I can't believe he didn't get that one to fall. But at the end of the day, he got an open look, and that bodes well for this team.
Cashes in for 2.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Into the front court, it's Booker, trailing by 4.
1 minute remaining in the first quarter.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And count the basket inside.
People at home, did you know that Aaron Baines played rugby growing up? He knows no other way but to be physical on the court because that's how he leaves his mark.
Over to the right side. Has a chance. Gets a shot up off the mark.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Josh Richardson.
To number 50, Jamal Crawford. That's his first.
Josh Richardson is going to get 3 shots here. He's been steady, 83% at the line. First one, count it. Second one's no good. One more coming. Whoops, that won't go. Jamal Crawford. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
The assist from
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. First quarter's complete. It's the Sixers out in front. Good start to this one. After one quarter of play, on to the second period. Jay, neither team was able to get control to start this one.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Nothing going here on that drive. A pass stolen by Phoenix. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Joel Embiid, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 77% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw.
Coming right back to you.
Rubio to Kelly Oubre. Rubio to Crawford. Nice pass to set things up.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Joel Embiid, huge block. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. this shot. Almost. Joel Embiid. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Baseline drive. Can't connect from in close. To Richardson. That's out. Last touch by Josh Richardson. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Entering the game for the Phoenix Suns, number 1.
Crawford to Booker. Short jumper won't go down. To Horford. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Al Horford has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. To Kelly Oubre.
Hey, double screen.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First try, no good. Oh, he missed on a pair. Simmons with it. Lead is 2. Oh, Ben Simmons. He's 2 for 2 now.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Simmons to Embiid. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Here's Rubio up top. Down 4. And scores. Strong take.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Can't get past the defender. Horford buries it.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
It's Phoenix ball. Rubio to Booker. That is great vision to set it up. Shot from the lane won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Simmons. A pass stolen by Phoenix. And the basket good at the rim.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. Can't connect on the first free throw. Missed the second as well. Rubio into the front court. Down by one. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Knocked loose. Taken by the Suns. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Lets it fly from long range. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Rebound taken by the Sixers. Horford to Tobias Harris. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim. No good. Here's Rubio into the front court. His team up by one. Screen coming. Rubio to Mikal Bridges. Beyond the arc for three. Can't connect. It's no good.
Remaining in the second quarter.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Mikal Bridges. Oubre. To Rubio. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Ricky Rubio. Couple of free throws on the way. A career 83% free throw shooter. First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2. Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Look out. Devin Booker. 2 of 4 now.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Raul Neto has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First try at the line, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Now here's your chance to make them pay for making you the target of hacking. Well, actually, your free throw shooting made you a target, but you can still fix that.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Number 1, Mike Scott.
He'll put it up. At the buzzer. Time expires. The Suns have the lead.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Suns.
will start the second half with a decent lead.
It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets to the Phoenix Suns. The 76ers.
Were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half.
They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers,
Game track. Turnovers.
As long as there's time left on the game clock, no lead is truly safe. They just have to be ready to seize every opportunity in the second half.
Player of the half.
Bridges was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
And he finishes at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Here's Rubio up top. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. To Mikal Bridges. Here's a chance from long range. Not going down here. Horford. Off the assist.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Rubio into the front court. 2-point advantage. Booker. Slam dunk. DeAndre Ayton.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Here comes the screen. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just gotta let them play, ref.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Harris to Horford. There it is, Al Horford. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Ed, sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here we go. Here we go.
Trying to cash in. Almost, but no good.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Here's Rubio into the front court. Our score all even in this third quarter. To Kelly Oubre. And he's fouled. Very very close. Free throws coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Here's Rubio up top. His guys now down by a point. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Harris. To Horford. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
Mike Scott with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Phoenix with it. Oubre to Mikal Bridges. Mikal Bridges with the strong finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Lays it up and in.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Booker to Rubio.
Hey, watch this screen left.
And a throwdown. Sixers call for time as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia. Substitutions, Phoenix.
And he'll go to the foul line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. He struggled so far. Nope, first one does not go. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
Shot, boy.
Suns with the basketball. Almost. Unlucky bounce.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Al Horford is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's perfect from the line so far. Oops, he missed the first one. And he hits the second. Can't take advantage. 1 for 3 at the line. Fires the 3. He took the bait, and he hits.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Simmons. Has a look. That's rebounded by Embiid. to Tobias Harris. Richardson. Now that's a contest. Oubre. Here comes the screen. Aaron Baines powers it through.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
To Crawford. Al Horford swats it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Josh Richardson with the block. Suns recover. And a nice finish at the rim. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Phoenix Suns, number 1, Devin Booker. Stepping in for the 76ers, number 1, Mike Scott.
Doesn't get, and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Suns control the possession. Booker. Count the basket inside.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
3 quarters complete. The Suns have the lead. It'll be Suns basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
For 3, they snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Ben Simmons, a couple of free throws on the way. He's struggled so far. First one, count it. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
Second effort. Joel Embiid sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Joel Embiid. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Number 25 and number 2.
Crawford. To Kelly Oubre. Knocks it down off the step back.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Tobias Harris from long range. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
He gets it.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Richardson to Simmons. Josh Richardson. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. There it is. Al Horford. He's 3 for 7.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Crawford to Kelly Oubre. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Nothing going here on that drive. To Crawford. The Suns with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's rebounded by Philadelphia. To Embiid. Richardson. Not easy.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Phoenix. That's their first. Leaves them with 1 remaining the rest of the way.
And this is where habits come into play. Players think they can turn that switch on and off at their beckoning call, but it doesn't work that way. That's why coaches talk about practicing good habits on a daily basis, because they show up in the fourth.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Rubio to Crawford. Short jumper off the mark. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
He was hacked. They let it go.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Phoenix has the ball. Crawford to Rubio. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Mikal Bridges. Now a steal by Philly.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Richardson in a matchup with Booker. The Sixers with 4 to shoot, trying to cash in, and he buries it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Booker with it, up 6. To Kelly Oubre. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers. And the reward, he's going to the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Josh Richardson has got 2 shots coming, shooting 66% in this contest. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Rubio into the front court. They lead it, 4-point game. To Booker. Nice pace, sets it up and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Simmons to Embiid. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
It's the Suns with the victory as they win this one by 4. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns won this game after a close finish. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Phoenix Suns. The 76ers must be devastated after such a close loss. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Second chance points.
This matchup was all about second chance points. Players from each of these teams were involved in the action, taking offensive rebounds and turning them into points for their respective scoreboards.
player of the game.
Ayton wasn't satisfied with just getting steals. He had to insist on getting a bunch of blocks as well. Now that's what I call defense.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Take a look at the upcoming games for the Phoenix Suns. On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
All right, we're going to do the last game to wrap up this Sixers doubleheader of NBA Season 6 2020. And the last game will be Philadelphia Sixers taking on the Mavericks. The Sixers season record will be 29-10 right now, and the Mavericks will be 16-21. So they just came off a loss. Okay, let's see how this game turns out for the Sixers.
South Philadelphia, Wells Fargo Center. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, channeling the spirit of our founding fathers, there's a future here in Philadelphia.
Well, after 4 years of tanking, they finally have generational talent. Look out for these guys. They're on the up and up.
As Sixers fans, it's been worth the wait, and we're ready to go. The wait is over in this one. The Mavericks control the tap. Brunson to Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Brunson to Luka Doncic. Dallas with 4 to shoot. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
And counted at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Brunson to Luka Doncic. Curling inside. Can't connect from in close. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Greg Monroe pins it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Brunson. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Mavericks with the possession. Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Horford. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Oh, Courtney Lee. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
Luka Doncic slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
And that'll get out of bounds off one of the Mavericks. He's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. 56% for his career. Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Porzingis. Oh, a whistle.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Doncic to Lee. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Snared by Embiid. Harris to Horford. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
The assist from number 33, Tobias Harris.
Baseline drive. The shot won't fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
The assist from number
Dallas with the possession. Brunson to Porzingis. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
the assist from number 0.
To Brunson. Doncic. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Doncic to Brunson. 4-3. Brunson forced that one. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Brunson. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw up and good. And the three-point play puts them up early in this one. To Richardson. Fires the 3. Textbook defense. Going to launch beyond the arc. Doncic showing why the Mavs traded up to get him.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that 3 despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. Lee to Seth Curry. Oh, he had it. Doncic. Kylo Quinn with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Bobby Portis. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Greg Monroe able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oh, Ben Simmons. 4 out of 7.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
That'll do it for the first quarter. The Mavericks have the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
And we're exceeding the speed limit. These guys are playing fast. And the thing I love about it the most, there's entertainment in this game. Guys are looking away after they shoot the ball. Guys are clapping. Guys are energetic. This is why you love this sport.
Nothing going here on that drive. Richardson. Deep 2 there, won't go. Lee with the basketball. Lead is 2. To right. Jonah Bolden snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
No, I missed a short one there. Lee with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Here comes the screen. Lee to Hardaway.
Get through.
5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. Has a chance. Sixers able to clear the rebound. Embiid. To Richardson. Howell with the rebound. Down the lane to lay it in.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Sixers have the basketball. to Embiid. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Joel Embiid blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Mavericks, number 77.
Doncic fires the three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Oh, Ben Simmons. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Bobby Portis at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 73%. Free throw good as he completes the three-point play. The lead is up to 6. Oh, a lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Doncic. And he knocks it down, Jay. They've recovered it.
The assist from number 77.
Simmons driving, but a shot no good. Lee with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. To Luka Doncic. Spinning shot, won't fall. And stuffs it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Doncic to right.
Left in the second quarter.
Shot clock winding down. For three, off the mark. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves. Now a whistle. Dallas will use the timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Philadelphia 76ers, number 0, Josh Richardson. Subbing in for the Dallas Mavericks.
Short jumper misses.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Brunson to Luka Doncic. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
Psychological warfare by the defense. I see they baited him into that shot. They'll give him that all night long.
There it is, Al Horford. Terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Leadership's greatest values occur in between the lines and not necessarily in the box score. And that's the type of leader that Al Horford is. He's the first all-star free agent to choose Boston in decades. And let me tell you this, the legacy of greatness runs deep in the family. His father, Tito Horford, was the first Dominican basketball player to ever play in the league, which goes to show you why Al has such a great feel for the game.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Brunson to Luka Doncic. Rocking the rim.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Joel Embiid tips it. Calls that a bounce. Last touch by Bobby Portis. Corner 3 at the buzzer. We've reached halftime in a 2-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's Jalen Rose, and I've got your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Mavericks are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks. The 76ers are keeping things competitive after 2 quarters. And even though they don't have the lead, they're doing a great job of moving the ball around. They might find themselves on the winning end of the scoreboard if they can keep it up. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Game track. Blocks.
After just 2 quarters, we've already seen so many blocks from each of these squads. I'm loving how aggressive the players have been on defense. What you're seeing in these highlights will make any defensive-minded coach proud, like Chuck Daly.
Player of the half.
Doncic has already put together a pretty nice highlight reel for himself, and that's just after 1 half of basketball. He did a lot of scoring, and it probably won't stop anytime soon.
Who was cold?
Tobias Harris did everything but score points in the first half. If I was a teammate, I'd be doing my best to remind him he's still got 2 more quarters to change things around. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that happen. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Simmons to Embiid. Joel Embiid. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
And the reward, he's going to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
And hits the first free throw. Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. To Richardson. Can't connect from in close. The follow won't go either. Mavericks with the basketball. To Luka Doncic. Sizing up the defense. Brunson to Porzingis. Down low to Monroe. Good look that time, but off the mark. Horford. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Doncic to Lee. The drive right to the basket. Took it down the lane, but it's no good.
And Ed, these are the kind of games that haunt you when you're on your team bus and you're scrolling through social media and you see all the memes being made about you, all the clips being done about all your missed shots. That can only get you motivated to get back in the gym and get ready for the next one.
Tobias Harris with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. And he connects at the line. Dallas owns the basketball. Brunson to Porzingis. Takes stock of the floor. Locked in. Has a look. The shot almost. Harris. Lee with the basketball. His guys down 3. Brunson. Washes it home.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Brunson to Monroe. The big guy, Greg Monroe. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Old school equals high percentage.
Sixers control it. Simmons to Tobias Harris. Here's a chance from long range. Harris always looking to create a shot, even ones like those.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Won't go down. Defender's lucky he wasn't called. Simmons with it. Up by 6. Has a chance. And the Mavs able to clear the rebound. Brunson to Porzingis. Lee to Monroe. Lets it fly from long range. Al Horford snares the rebound. To Richardson from long range. Smothering D. Lee with the basketball. The deficit is 6. Screen coming. Brunson to Porzingis. Trying to cash in. The shot by Porzingis. To Horford. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Horford trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Dallas has it. Brunson to Monroe. Lee to Brunson.
Gotta get through the screen. Get through it.
Joel Embiid, huge block. That's his third block this evening. Tim Hardaway Jr. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Drive by Harris, but his shot won't go. Porzingis knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time for some new personnel into the game. Goes to the right side. Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go. Joel Embiid. He's 3 for 7.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
Joel Embiid.
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Hardaway to Lee. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Dwight Powell sends it away.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Down low for Powell and stuffs it home. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Lee with the basketball. His guys can get a 2 for 1 if they time this out. To Seth Curry. To Hardaway. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense. Horford buries it.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
They'll let one fly from half court. That ends the 3rd quarter. The 76ers have the lead. Dallas with the basketballs. We begin the 4th quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
To Porzingis. Throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. He throws it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Lee with the basketball. Now down 6 to Hardaway. Lee. Oh, Courtney Lee. He's now 4 for 6. From the painted area, won't go down.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Hardaway to Porzingis. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Lee to Hardaway. Gets it in the left corner. Seth Curry to Porzingis. Can't miss those. Joel Embiid sends it away. Ooh, 5 now.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Embiid. Josh Richardson. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Doesn't get the bounce. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. With that, he's 5 for 9.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Substitutions.
Now Horford with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very...
Stuffs it down with authority.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Bregman knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Right with it. All tied up, just underway in this fourth quarter. Doncic to Monroe. And he's going to the free throw line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Seth Curry, couple of free throws on the way. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Tobias Harris. Layup goes down. Well done.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Brunson to Luka Doncic. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. The rebound belongs to the 76ers. Harris to Richardson. 4-3. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. That's rebounded by Embiid. Richardson to Horford. Fires the three. That's how you defend. Mavericks with the possession. Here comes the screen. Al Horford with a piece.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Embiid. Kristaps Porzingis able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
1 minute remain in the fourth quarter.
Brunson to Luka Doncic. Here comes the screen. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Simmons to Embiid. Almost unlucky bounce. And scores. Great body control on the step through.
Stepping east, then stepping west, and laying the ball right down the line.
Covering all areas of the map. Horford to Simmons. A lot of contact, no whistle.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
The Mavericks signal for timeout. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a three. Deep three at the buzzer. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one by 3. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers emerged victorious after a tight finish. They did an incredible job with the 3-ball, getting plenty of points from long range. As a squad, they were able to take advantage of a perimeter defense that couldn't lock them down. Check out the leading scores for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Mavericks are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. The way they shot the ball was outstanding, but even still, it wasn't enough to get the result they wanted. More often than not, you're going to win games when you shoot the ball as well as they did here today.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Joel Embiid made it his mission to destroy all kinds of shots. Well, mission accomplished.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.